Today we're going to be working on the Cherokee Jeep. This has been a project going on forever, but we're going to do some work on this thing. A while ago I raised the fuel tank. Basically very simple. We pulled the fuel tank out of the bottom, I cut a hole in the floor, and I set the fuel tank up on top, which raised it 9 inches, gave me all the clearance underneath. This fuel tank hung down, and if you look at the bottom of it, there's some dents where we've clearly hit some stuff before when we're out there playing in the boulders. Probably before I had all this lift and everything on there, when this was baby Jeep. Baby Jeep, sorry. Anyways, it's stuck in your head now. So today I gotta gut everything out of here. I don't know, I might take the side panels, I haven't decided on that yet. But when I raised the fuel tank, I needed a spot for the spare tire. I hate having it on the roof, it brings your center of gravity too high. I don't want it dangling off the back. It kind of changes your approach angle and your exit angle. Is that what they call it? I don't know, man. When you're dropping off of stuff, I don't want to hit the tire. So I wanted it inside. So I built this like janky wood platform a while ago. It was literally like we had just gotten it done. We were like, oh, let's go out rock crawling. And I needed a place to put a spare tire. So I had a bunch of just plywood and 2x4s laying around, and it was like the day we were leaving, I was just like buzz, and built this deck to protect the fuel tank, to get my spare tire out, to put a place for the air tank. All that's gonna go. I've been wanting to pick up a wrap pack for a while, so that I can build a frame around over the fuel tank and have drawers and get rid of all this stuff. Drew can show you around in here, but it's all been kind of just like found stuff that I've been throwing in here. Like that cage came out of a work truck somewhere. It was for free. It's functioned extremely well for the last, I don't know how many years, as a place to like put crap. But the concern is that hopefully I never roll this thing, but if it gets sideways or rolls, that stuff will just come flying out of that. And it really is not good storage, just that cage setup. So we're gonna get rid of all of this. Everything's coming out. And we're going to be putting this guy in. I picked up this Weather Guard wrap pack, triple drawer assembly. We're just going to go through and clean it up. Drew's going to be working on cleaning some of this up so that it functions better. But we're just going to build a frame underneath this, a couple legs, so it'll take the place of that janky wooden chingadairs we have back there. That's really been functioning very well. So we're going to get to work on that. I'm just going to be gutting, Drew's going to be cleaning. And then we'll start welding up some stuff and hopefully get all that done today. That's the goal today, is just to get this installed in that. Maybe move some, get some different air tanks in there, all that kind of stuff. So we're gonna be working on. Come along with us and enjoy the ride. Why not? All right, here we go. Time to take crap out of the Jeep. That's hot. All right. Oh, I gotta grind that down some more. Hey, we're back. So I got the Jeep all completely cleared out, vacuumed, all that kind of stuff. We built a frame for the box. So we've got ourselves a frame put on. Don't mind the amazing welds. Right now I'm just building a couple legs. We're gonna put these legs right on here. This will be the front side. That'll allow me to set this whole assembly in the Jeep and then measure for the back side because the Jeep drops down, does all sorts of loop-de-loo things. So we want to find out, make sure that these drawers are staying somewhat level. There's kind of a rake to the Jeep and yada, 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 but I'll probably have to back it into the shop some more to get it a little bit more leveler. I don't know what to figure that part out. I just saw that my Jeep's parked like this. But nonetheless, doesn't matter to you. What matters to you is what are we doing? So I decided to cap this to kind of strengthen it with these legs. So we'll just put a couple beads on here and then put some rear legs on it, make some feet so we can decide where the feet are going to settle and how they're going to go. And at that point, we're just about done. So let me get these welded on here real quick. I ordered some bolt-in little roller wheels for the drawers so that the jaws will work better. You know what I mean? You need the jaws to move. All right, before you know it, this will be welded. It is much nicer working like sort of in the shop. If I was doing this out there, forget about it. Forget about it. Let me tell you, it's not happy out there. It's hot. But enough of my complaining. Look. I mean, what do I need to say? Just look. This is the idea. I mean, it just keeps going and going. When there's not crap underneath it, it'll keep going and stopping. So as of right now, this is it. I've got to finish welding everything. And then we'll attach the box directly to. I'll just shoot some screws probably through here or drill some holes and run some bolts to bolt it to this. I did notice I have about 1 3/4 inch clearance underneath there. And so I'm almost thinking I got two options. I either cut the leg shorter by 1 3/4 inch and just bring it down. Or I might just cut one section off and then fold the other one and use that as my mounting point, because I can get about 1 inch, 1.5 inches and fold one out, and it looks like there's already a tapper right there, and I believe there's a tapper right here that goes to my fuel tank, so I can almost probably reuse that and like just double stack and what's holding my fuel tank, which would actually be superbulous. So we're gonna figure out how to mount this to the floor. I might bring it down just a little bit more, but this is the idea. I've got to finish welding all the seams, get all the inside edges. I did this, like when we put these front legs on, I just kind of sent it. But the back legs, I wanted to make sure, so we just kind of tacked them, and as we're setting this box in, it broke a couple of the tacks, but we'll send it. We'll finish it off, and then we can always chop. At least I know I'm not too low. So we can always shorten more. But this is the idea. Next, we'll make a straddle point for the top. My idea for the top with the spare tire, let me grab a piece of metal real quick. Okay, here's my idea for the top. So I think this one's too long to fit in there, but you can get the concept. What I want to do is actually cut this down to fit the width of the box, 36 inches. And then I want to actually set it to the top of the box like thus. You know, actually sitting as like the pyramid, whatever, upwards. And then I'm thinking about actually notching this and putting a T-bolt through the bottom of this, large T-bolt that can actually pivot, so then I can just mount my tire on there. I don't know, what do you guys think? Try to find a good way to tire mount. Then most of the tire's sitting on here on this rigid edge, and it's not putting all the weight on this box. We were jumping on the box earlier trying to get it to level out, and I think we got it leveled out, but it was telling me that somebody had things, kind of the way they had it set up was that there was a lot of weight in the middle and not and all the support on the sides, and so I was able to bow. So we kind of had to bow it back. I don't want to do that to this box. That's why we fully encased it. And then I think if I make a tire mount that actually, the tire actually mounts to this, and I spread the weight all the way across the box, I think it's going to be the best way to do it. And then I can bolt right through to the box, possibly. If not, we'll just weld it to the top and call it good. The biggest thing is just straddling that weight. So I don't know, that's what we're gonna do, but let me get in, finish welding this up. You guys don't need to watch any of that. You'll see a time lapse maybe, and figure out how we're gonna get this thing mounted actually into the Jeep. And yeah, I'm happy. This has been a long time coming. This has been bugging me for quite a while, having that chunk of wood back here and ratchet straps and all that stuff holding everything down. Now I'm gonna have storage. I can put things in bags and cases or whatever, have places for everything. I am super excited. Let's just put it that way. Like nerding out, super excited about this. So thank you guys for coming along, but we're gonna finish it up right now and we'll show you where we go from here. Not a walking stick, Drew. Not a walking stick. I mean, it can be, but it's a heck of a walking stick, man. That's Drew says this is a walking stick. He's clearly a hiker. I don't know, whatever. You know, I had a little piece of metal or something in my finger. The brain power went to like 0 quick. Kind of like a battery in the heat. Everything just went to, but we've been working on things. And we just kind of got into a zone and we forgot to film a ton of this stuff. Sorry. Totally sorry. But I'll show you what we did. And it's maybe kind of ghetto, maybe not. I don't know. I don't really care. It's my Jeep. My fuel tank, yes, is held down by some washers and self-tappers. Get over it. It's actually held down also just by inertia, gravity, and science words. What we did is we actually lowered the leg by chopping off a section of it and then bending the other section and running self-tappers through. We pre-drilled and self-tapped with washers through those legs. That way we can hold this thing. And I mean, it's oh, that'd be funny if it pulled through right now, huh? Or my back blew out, one of the two. Back blowing out wouldn't be funny, but it's in there. So I just went ahead, like I said, we cut off about 1.25 inches on one side of the L bracket. I ground down and bent the other side of the L bracket and then pre-drilled. I also welded the seam where I bent it. I'm all out of gas, so the welds, they're there. That's about all I can say about the welds. They're there. So yeah, both sides in, everything's drilled and bolted. So this whole box is bolted to the freaking bracket now and it's all in there. So I just gotta go up to the front. We already pre-drilled the holes for the front up there. I just gotta shoot through. The fun part is drilling through carpet. It's always fun because the drill bit gets all packed up with the carpet and everything. But the front we're actually gonna mount straight through the carpet so it can act as like an insulator. The back we didn't. I'm gonna wrap the carpet around it so it's all, you know, nice and pretty and looks factory, right? Like you couldn't even tell. See, can't even tell. Yeah, right. So we'll make this fit proper. Like, why do I have carpet? Great question. You can ask that in the comments right after you like and subscribe. There's a reason why I have carpet in my Jeep. It's well, I feel like it's kind of provides some heat barrier of sorts, very minimal, but more than nothing. It provides some sound barrier. It provides some absorption for the dust as it blows around, and it's there and I'm too lazy to take it out. So that's why there's still carpet in the Jeep. Get over it. I am super excited about this. So cutting those things, lowered this. It puts me really close clearance to the fuel tank. So the nice thing is even if these washers pull free, the things that are holding my fuel tank in and science words stop working, it's gonna just bump into this. It's not going anywhere. I can actually still access my fuel pump from up front And then up front, you can see we just did the same kind of thing, man. Just, you know, just bent up some legs and some feet. So, yeah, I'm just gonna drill out the holes right now, shoot the screws in, and we're good to go. This is all, we created some holes back here and bolted the box in. So, nice thing is that it won't rattle anymore. That's just the crap on top of the box. It actually will hopefully eliminate all of my rattling, because I hate squeaks and rattles. And these squeak and rattle when you've done all the suspension work and everything to it, that like we've done here, which is, you know, just typical stuff. So anywho, we're gonna finish this up and then we'll take you on a tour when it's all done skis. Cool. Yeah, it's just been kind of like a lot of just kind of boring, like tedious and staring, and then trying to figure stuff out. So that's why there's just not a lot of footage about this, but I think it's kind of a cool idea, putting the rat pack in the back, and it gives a ton of clearance. So the nice thing is, like, I have all the space back here. Like, my seat is all the way back. When we put this seat in, we actually shifted it back. I'm 6'3", Drew's 6'4". We need the space. There was a basket set that came all the way to here, and my seat bumped into it. Now I have all this space. Like, that is fully back, so I can gangsta lean if I want to, or I just have all this space here that, like, I don't know, you could put puppy dogs and like small children, I guess, and take them rock crawling and put like a cage here or something. We're gonna figure it out. Just, there's space and I'm happy. You should too. I don't know if you can see what I can see. Do you see what I see? But oh boys, she's level there, bud. She's actually level with the bumper. Now I can't guarantee the bumper's level, but that's level. I mean, this is bolted to this, that bolted to that, bolted to this, and it's all here and there and all whatever, and they both read the same. That's kind of what we're after. So I'm not quite sure 100%, because we are sitting still at a weird, you know, we're not flat with the Jeep, but these drawers should be pretty good. Oh, it's gonna be a little bit off now there, bud. There we go. Ha, just had to put that dust back underneath it. Yeah, so it all should work. We got to repair some of the wheels on the rat pack, but I'm ready for some food. We've been working all day. We haven't eaten yet today, so it's time to go get some brain food, come back and tackle some more stuff. But I'm pretty happy with this. We may pull it back out and paint it. I don't know. I kind of like the rusty, beat up, like just raw look too. So I don't know, I might leave it alone. I haven't decided yet. Maybe you guys should let me know. Should I paint it? And if so, what color? None of that Barney purple crap either. Like, don't give me some stupid, give me a real answer, all right? We're still gonna figure out a tire mount for it and how we want to do that. I don't know, maybe I'll take the side window out and just like mount the tire to there. No, we're not doing that. So we'll figure out exactly how, but we still have the old strap hold down, so if I do go out wheeling tomorrow, I can just throw the old ratchet strap over the top, and it'll be like 17 more times of this being held down, and everything will be good. So I'm really, really happy with it. I mean, it is stout, it is in there. So tomorrow we should have the wheels, we'll repair that, we'll get everything back into here, the drawers, and then we get to start organizing it. But I am super, super happy. This actually is a little bit taller overall than what we had in here before, so my tire does sit a little bit higher. I didn't mean to rhyme that, but I did. And but I have all this storage and all this space, and that's more important than anything else, because I have mirrors so I can see behind me. I rarely look out this way. I just don't. So yeah, I appreciate you guys coming along. I don't think there's much else to show you guys on this one. So I appreciate you guys coming along. Yeah, it took a little bit longer than we thought. We got some distractions today and some pull-aways, and then just no brain power. So, but thank you guys so much for subscribing. Thank you for liking and alohaing and shaka and all that stuff. Thank you for sharing. And here's my challenge to you. If you have a friend, if you have a welder and you don't know how to weld, just start doing it and ask for some help, you know? Like, I didn't grow up doing all this stuff like some of these farm boys and all that stuff. I didn't. And I'm just kind of just figuring it out as we go. Really, that's the truth. I know how to work on cars. I know how to do all that stuff, but this kind of like fabrication stuff, whatever, in all seriousness, is something that it's fun because we're learning on doing this. So don't be afraid to pick up some tools. Don't be afraid to ask a friend for some questions. It's okay. That's how we learn, right? And just get in and do it, you know, and figure it out. So that's what we're doing. And I appreciate you guys coming along with me. All right, parts showed up. Amazon was quick. That's the nice thing about living in Phoenix is we're right here by the Amazon's bunch of different warehouses. We ordered these little wheels. So we're working on that on the Jeep yesterday. Today's a new day. We were waiting on these wheels so that we can put the drawers back together. I went ahead and pulled all the old wheels off. They were somewhat riveted in. So I just took a cut-off wheel, cut the back of the rivet, popped them out. Something I was just talking to Drew about real quick when I was popping them out. So if you're ever working on something like this, you know, we cut the back of the rivet and we still had to pry them out. So I just got a pair of channel locks. I grabbed the wheel by the wheel, but I pried this way. The reason I do that is because you have the bent edge of the drawer here. If you pry this way, there's a chance you could bend the straight metal. Where it's bent already, you're a lot stronger. So this is a better pry point. If you grab it, pry this way, should be able to pop them right out. What we ordered from Amazon was some new wheels, and these are threaded. So you can see the threads right there, yay. These are threaded. We grabbed some washers. These didn't come with nuts or washers, but we grabbed some just to kind of space out the hole. I don't want it to pull through or to make that hole bigger, to have issues, whatever. So I put a washer to space that. These actually turned out really, really well because they go in tight enough that you actually have to thread them in there. So like they fit the threads perfectly, which I think is awesome because it's less chance of pulling that hole through. So let's thread these tight, set the drawer back down, grab your nuts, not your nuts, these nuts, and just stick them on there. There's one there. We already put this wheel on, so we're gonna thread that one on real quick. Grab our fancy little 1/4-inch drive, put our screwdriver on the end there to hold it, and just drive that nut home. So that drawer is ready to go. Wheels are good to go. The other thing we've been doing while we have the drawers off is we're going ahead and lubricating this. When I'm lubricating this, there's a couple little touch points. There's one down inside of here where the plastic is touching from the latch. You'll have a little bit of touching up on this section on the inside here, and then on both sides and on the front side. So I just take white lithium grease and we'll just spray a little bit in there just to kind of get it lubricated. Actually come on the inside of the latch here, then just spray some in there and just work the latch. You hear it grinding a little bit. It should start smoothing out. There it goes, nice and smooth. Sure, hand me that rag real quick if you don't mind. Thank you, sir. And then just wipe off the excess. Clean it, that way it's not making a mess. I use white lithium because that's what you use on garage doors. Less likely to catch all the dirt and dust that's going to be with the rock crawler. And it's going to stay overall cleaner. But we've now rebuilt the drawers, all new rollers. The one was pulled out, so we just went ahead and replaced all of them, so that way we know it's going to roll smooth. We'll go back in right now. We'll install the tracks again, lubricate the tracks, install them back in the Jeep, put all the pins back in. We'll show you this when it's done. Simple as that. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Throw away my tools, would you? Jeez. Leave them all out everywhere, they get lost. How do you lose stuff, Drew? Dang it. Alright, we need that. Why are you still here? Get out of here. I told you, we'll show you when we're done, okay? Jeez. The rattle's gonna come from that, so we can fix that. Alright, they're installed. So, the roller rolls beautifully. The thing I love about these is how far they come out. So, I can put all the stuff in here, fill this thing all the way up. But it goes all the way in, locks, We might get a little bit of rattle back here, but we could probably put some padding on here to fix that so it's not rattling as much if we want to. But she's in. This one's a little bit bent. We'll have to bend that back, but it still works. It just touches. A little touch there, so we'll bend that up. Put a little floor jack or something in there to kind of just bend that back up a little bit. But she's in. So to put these back in, the way I did it is I had them all the way out. I just stood the shelf or the drawer up, just set this front end on the ground, put the 2 back wheels in the slots, and then just picked it up and jammed it in. There's this pin that comes in here with a little C-clip that just snaps on, and you're good to go. We now have amazing storage for the back of the Jeep while Joey's over there making cabinets for the house. What do you guys think? It's an idea I've had for a long time, and I'm happy to have it done. So I appreciate you guys coming along. This is a simple little weekend fabrication thing to make a tray for this, and it turned out really nice. It's actually very, very level and really close to the fuel tank. It turned out really good, a lot better than I actually hoped and anticipated. So really happy with it. So if you guys have yourself a Jeep Cherokee, something like this, and you guys need storage like this, not a bad idea. Take one of these work boxes, make yourself a tray for it, mount it in. I don't want people in my back seat anyways. We took that out a long time ago. Only one person rides with me. That's it. That's it. We get on a trail, man. We just enjoy some carrots and not the hot weather, because I'm not going out right now unless it's at night. But next we'll make a panel to cover up the back of the fuel tank here. I'll just make up a simple little panel. We'll just tap these, thread it in, maybe even cut our logo into it or something, have some fun with it. But yeah, appreciate you guys coming along, and I'm looking forward to getting this thing filled up. I'm not going to do it out here though, because it's hot. So I'll back it into the shop here when we're done with the next project, and we'll fill this thing up, load it up, and see how we can make things not rattle. I hate rattles, don't you? All right, closing her down. We're done with this one. She's finished. Get on with this thing. D-O-R-E, door. Hello, booger. Extreme close up. Too close. Too close. It's in there somewhere. Nothing, man. You get old enough and tired enough and hungry enough that you gotta call your kids over to perform surgery on your finger. They do half the job, and the other kids gotta do the other job, and they argue about whose eyesight is better than the other. I can't see nothing, but there's something in there, man. I can feel it. Did it come out? Oh, I'm sitting here picking away at nothing? No. Whatever that was, it hurt, man. And there's still one in this finger, I think. Somewhere. Wherever they're getting something to eat, and no head's like, let me see it! And I get to zit. Oh, hi. Really? Thank you, guys. Later! Enjoy it. Did you check out the last video, by the way? The other stuff that we did? Have you been? No? Go back and look. Seriously, especially if you're new here. Don't go back, check it out. It's been fun the whole time. Just, you're missing out. That's what I'm saying.